glute kickbacks. Now there's a couple of variations that we can be doing here, and these elastic bands are perfect for this exercise. But first let's start with body weight. So we're on all fours, hands and knees. Our abs are engaged and drawn in, and we're driving our heel, kicking our leg back, squeezing our glute at the top of the motion. This is not really a fast movement. It's slow and controlled and very deliberate. So we're going to drive with our heel towards the ceiling, squeeze our glute for at least 1 second hold or a pause at the top of the movement, and on our hands and knees, we're going to draw in our belly button, keeping our core tight and our back flat. If your wrists get tired at any point, you can drop down to the elbows and you will have the exact same effect, except you will not put all that pressure on your wrists. So another variation is with the leg straight, driving with the heel, making sure that leg is directly behind the body, core tight, and of course that slight pause at the top of the movement to feel the squeeze in the glute. Flexing the foot, meaning pulling the toes towards the shin, will also help with this movement. The next variation is banded glute kickbacks with the circle bands. So there's a variety of bands that you can use with a variety of resistances. So we're going to put that band probably at the bottom of the knees, because I like to hook the band under my knee to make sure it stays put with the non-working leg. And then I'm going to do my glute kickback, hooking the band around the back of my knee, driving with my foot, flexing my foot to push more with the heel, so that I can really feel that glute working and a pause at the top of the motion. And remember, at any point you can drop to your elbows and do a similar motion. There is no difference, except it takes the pressure off your wrists and you're able to contract your core and keep going for those high repetitions, because glutes like to work in high repetitions. The last variation we're going to look at is with an elastic band with the D handles, or maybe you have the very large elastic bands that are used for pull-ups or assisted pull-ups. So the trick here is you've got to get the band somewhere in the center of your foot so that you're able to drive through the elastic band and hold the tension in that glute. Again, this is a slow and controlled motion, driving in the knee towards the chest and driving that heel out and up towards the ceiling. We're going to have to go a little bit on an angle, because if we go straight up, the band will pop off. So it's more like at an angle, maybe a 45-degree angle, driving back like you would a cable glute kickback using the cable machines and an ankle attachment. Complete the number of reps, making sure to keep your core tight and squeezing the glute at the top of the motion for at least 1 second.